Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a blending test for you. On one side of this page I'm going to be using a Faber-Castell, and on the other side I'm going to be using a Prisma colour, and we're going to find out which of these products blends the best. I'm going to do a quick time lapse on this piece and just go through each one rather quickly. First up is the colourless blender. One side will be the Faber-Castell side, the second side will be the Prisma colour side. I have put a clear swatch of each pencil next to it so we can see how clear the blend is. This one is the baby oil, and I've just put it on a Q-tip, dipped it in and rubbing it on. Next up is the micellar water. I had it lying around and I thought I'd just give it a go. Time for the blending stump. I'm not using the same side twice with each, I am flipping over. Again, I've put olive oil on a Q-tip. This is contact lens solution, which I think is the same as just like saline water, to be honest. Next up, Vaseline. And a newcomer in the blending game is nail varnish remover. Let's see what it's done to the back of the page. Nothing. We have seepage. Okay, let's think about this. The colourless blender, it has a very smooth, even blend. It's slightly better on the Prismacolor side. Let's think. It's very smooth. So for the Faber-Castell, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And it is slightly better on the Prismacolor side, so it will get a 9 out of 10. Next up is the baby oil. Now this is the one I see most about. I see a lot of people using baby oil to blend, so I had quite high hopes for it, but it's not actually as good as the first one. It's not as good as the colourless blender, so both sides are going to get a 7 out of 10. Let's move on to the micellar water. It has actually smudged the ink. I mean, that might not be a problem if you're not going to ink it and you're just going to do a pencil sketch, but it's quite uneven. It does work slightly better on the Prismacolor side. So I think for the Faber-Castell it will only get a 3, and on the Prismacolor it will get a 4 out of 10. A blending stump is mostly used for blending charcoal or graphite, but to my surprise on the colouring pencils it works really well. It's not as deep as the rest of them, but it's definitely the smoothest. So the Faber-Castell, it will be getting a 9 out of 10. It's not as good on the Prismacolor side, so we'll give it an 8 out of 10. The olive oil. Yeah, what can I say about this one? It's pretty streaky, it's really uneven, inconsistent blend, it's quite blotchy. It's going to get 3 out of 10. Slightly better on the Prismacolor side, so let's give it a 4 out of 10. Next up is the contact lens solution. Now this was a bit of a long shot, didn't actually think it would do anything, and it didn't do much. It smudges the ink, it has a dull and even blend. On the Faber-Castell side it's going to get a royal 2 out of 10. And it pretty much did absolutely nothing to the Prismacolor, so let's give this one a 1 out of 10. So the Vaseline, I expected more from this, if I'm honest. It is left like a very oily consistency on the page. It's not a great blend, to be honest. I'd say it's pretty average. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 for Faber-Castell and a 5 out of 10 for the Prismacolor. Just average. Last up is a nail polish remover. This one surprised me a lot. I think it's pretty decent. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, and it's going to get a 5 out of 10 on the Prismacolor side. there it is, they're the ratings. I was surprised by some, I wasn't surprised by others. I knew the contact lens solution was a long shot, but I thought I'd give it a go and see how it works. I feel like I've heard the most about baby oil, so I see a lot of videos about people using baby oil to blend their pencils, and so I think what this test is showing us, the baby oil isn't bad, but I don't think it is the best. Our clear winners of this test is the blending stump and the colourless blender, which is good news because these are two tools that are actually supposed to blend your pencils. So I hope this video is really helpful. Please give it a thumbs up down below and let me know your thoughts.